Capes is a turn-based superhero strategy game where you build a team of heroes and fight to take back the city. The story revolves around superheroes who are called Capes. Due to certain events, the superheroes are now considered villains and a special company is hunting every superhero. And this is where you come in to save the day. The story itself is not that deep and the cutscenes are made in a Fortnite type style. They are not bad but nothing special. This doesn't bother me as this game revolves more around the gameplay than the story itself. The game consists of main missions and side missions which are optional. If you stick to only the main mission, you can complete the game maybe in 15 to 18 hours. However, if you stick to only the main missions, you will be very underleveled and you will not unlock new superheroes. So I did all of the main and side missions and it took me around 32-35 hours to complete the game. This includes a lot of retries because this game is not easy. There were certain missions where I couldn't figure out how to solve it and had to redo it maybe 5 times. And keep in mind that a mission can take at least 40 minutes to complete, so at one hand the missions are big and on the other hand the game is quite hard. Or maybe it's just me because I'm not the brightest guy in the world, but overall don't let the cartoony look of the game fool you in thinking it's a game for kids, because every mission is a puzzle in itself. Going further with the gameplay. So this game is a turn-based superhero game similar to, for example, like Xcom or Marvel Midnight Suns. So for those who don't know how this works, you make a certain move with your player and then the enemy makes a move and so on. At the start of every mission, you build a team of maximum 4 heroes. In the beginning, you only have 4 heroes, so you don't have to make a choice, but later on you unlock more heroes, so at the beginning of every level you need to make a strategic choice who you pick. Because every hero has different unique abilities, so it is imperative to pick the right team. For example, Facet is more like a tank hero who can absorb a lot of damage, but its movement is very limited. Rebound, on the other hand, is very mobile and can teleport very far and do stealth attacks. TJ can manipulate electricity and can attack multiple enemies at once with his electricity attack. Depending on the mission, you need to figure out who you need, and this can take some time. In total, there are 8 heroes with each unique abilities, so there are quite a lot of heroes to choose from, and this can be overwhelming at times. I am making a guide so that it becomes more easy for you to know which character is top tier, so make sure to subscribe to watch that video. But what for me makes this game so much fun is that in addition to the standard move every character has, characters gain additional special moves when paired with the right heroes. For example, if you pair Rebound with Mind Flare, Rebound gets a new special move. In this move, Mind Flare distracts the enemy so that the enemy turns his back to Rebound, and then Rebound can hit the enemy in the back, which does more damage and discharges her ultimate. So pairing these 2 heroes grants this advantage. Another example is that if you pair TJ, Mercurial and Facet together, TJ is able to electrocute people as long as they are in his range and the enemies are not far enough from each other. TJ can expand this range if there are more crystals near enemies. Mercurial can generate a line of crystals if Facet is near. So by having 3 of these heroes together, you can create a very special attack. And this is just some example. There are endless possibilities with the 8 characters, and this is what makes this game so much fun. The possibilities to create different builds with different heroes. This also brings a lot of variety in how to solve every mission, as there are multiple ways to do it with different heroes. After playing the game for more than 30 hours, I still feel I haven't discovered all possible combinations. This just shows you how much big this game can be. In total there are 8 heroes, so there's plenty of room to discover new builds and setups. There's also a leveling up and skill system. When you begin with a hero or with the game in itself, you have only a few movesets. My initial thought when I started playing the game was like, wow, this game is gonna flop, it has such limited set of moves. But as long you play the game, you unlock new movesets and new skills which enable you to do more damage, which you can combine with different heroes. This leveling up keeps the game exciting. I did have some frame rate problems at times, especially when the game goes from cutscene to the start of the mission. There was always a big frame drop, but other than that I actually don't have many complaints about the game. For its segment, this is one of the better turn-based games. Okay, maybe the graphics could have been a bit better, but other than that I have nothing to complain about. I do think that some people will complain about how tough the game is, but that is in my opinion its appeal. Overall, I have really enjoyed the game. I personally always like turn-based games, but I feel this is one of the better games, which surprisingly hasn't gotten very much exposure. I love that the game is hard and you really have to think about how to approach a mission, but the best part about this game is the different builds that you can make. Taking the time to test every hero in a different team increases the longevity of the game and is really just a lot of fun to do. I really recommend this game at launch and give this game a 9. If you love XCOM, you will definitely love this. Let me know in the comments if this review was helpful for you.